pistachios.
Yeah, I like pistachios too, but then it was pistachio oil or right?
Oh, no, oh, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of the other.
Salt brulee? Some people are visionaries, okay?
Yeah, he's got some really good creme brulee stories. The pistachio didn't taste like pistachios. The other
It's not a good story. It didn't start with a girl. All great stories began with a girl. You heard that?
No.
It's true.
Okay.
You should tell her the salt story.
I would not be worth my salt, so why not you? I'm not worthy.
So we were a couple of us, a couple of friends. We were doing something.
You can talk louder. It might be a good salt story. Okay, this is a very good salt story.
So we were getting together to do something, and he offered to bring dessert because it was like 4 girls in there.
Hey, that's my roll.
And I think one of the girls, I think Hollywood. Did you taste it first? No.
No, Carla.
Carla.
Rogue.
Rogue.
Sorry.
Tasted it
Check the
first.
names.
It tastes like salt. It's a bit salty.
She was like, it's got some like dominant flavor.
Right.
She was trying to be so nice. And then you tasted it next, and you were like,
Yeah.
and then I took a bite. I was like, oh my
It's
god.
really supposed to be sweet, right? Not tasting
Nick,
like
do you want a
salt.
beer, Nick? That's not guys. Mine, do you want a beer? Nick brought some kind of beer.
These containers for salt and sugar are in like the same type of container.
It smells so good though.
It smells delicious. It was like vanilla or something. And it looks beautiful. The consistency is perfect. But the taste
Who's that guy? Mark Mochik?
So no, I think we forced him to label his containers.
No, I went rogue. I'm not labeling anymore. Oh yeah, so what happens is I was just making salt brulee because it was emphasizing a story. Do you like fairy tales? Okay. Once upon a time, there was a king that had 2 daughters, an older one and a not as older one. So, he asked the older one, "How much do you love me?" She says, "Father, I love you more than sugar because you are so sweet. You know, your sweetness fills my life, etc., etc." King says, "Daughter, for being so sweet to your dad, I am going to give you a handsome prince, a kingdom, and a yacht." So, boom, happens. He asks the younger daughter, "How much do you love me?" And she says, "Father, I love you like salt." He says, "You ungrateful ingrate, you lint liquor, that I'm going to throw you in the dungeon." So what happened is it's the older daughter's wedding day, you know? And the younger one was friends with the chef. So the chef's like, "Hey, I'm so sorry, everyone's having such a great time, and you know, you're here in the dungeon, like, is there something I can make for you?" She says, "I don't want you to make anything special for me, you know, but for my sister, I would like you to cook something for her. Don't use any salt in any of the cooking." So that day, the chef made, you know, no food with no salt. Of course, it tasted like garbage, right? That's when they realized that salt was more important than sugar, right? Because even in baking, you put a little pinch of salt all the time. So you can live with salt, not sugar. So you should call someone salty, not sweetie.
I feel like, is the salt thing, is that from there? Like, I don't think that's...
No, salt is from the Roman word, Latin word salus. So Roman soldiers used to get paid in salt. There's actually a book called, and I'm not going to read it or review it, but it's called Salt.
I've read
Yes.
So soldiers would get salt to as part of their pay so they could cure and keep their meat. So that's where salary comes from.
Or make salt brulee.
Yes,
No,
but
like,
they weren't
sorry,
awesome.
like, I feel like
Dude, you didn't have milk?
water and...
Yeah. Alright, here's the trick for creme anglaise. Here we go. You gotta use a wooden spoon. It's right here.
nice low.
You draw a line, and if it holds, then it's done.
Yeah, I lived within a 20-mile radius my whole life.
Looks like it's holding, but I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer just to make sure.